Comes to us today from Nick. Rick, this is not related to this video, but I have just seen that MJR and John Hancock have both today released a video reviewing the same Mega Drive / Genesis clone. I will watch John's review because I am genuinely interested in this machine being a 90s Sega kid, and despite my criticisms of some of his Patreon and e-begging tactics, I do find him informative and fair, whereas I find MJR can come across as a bit patronizing. Anyway, to my point, if you were a patron to both these channels, would you be very mad that they are releasing essentially the same content on the same day? We know they are friends. Could they not talk and have a plan as to who does a review first to ensure their channels do not clash? All just a thought, Rickles. Perhaps they are running out of original content ideas. My last question, has MJR, supporting his friends stated, started to dilute his content and take the edge away from him being the top dog in the crew? Metal Jesus had an edge? Like, I look at him, he looks soft all around. I don't think there's one manly edge on that body. Oh, you're talking about his content. No, I mean, I wouldn't say. I don't know how you would judge that. He's still the top dog of that crew by far. It's weird how they have a hierarchy in crews. You know, I guess it goes by subscriber count, you know. He's the top dog, and then there's Hancock, and then Reggie. I would say Hancock is his second-hand man, his second Hancock man. And then below them you have, you know, John Riggs and Radical Reggie. It'd be funny, like, to look at it like his, you know, maybe henchman to an evil nemesis or something, you know. Not that they're evil or, you know, anything like that. Not in the least. But I think he's still the top dog. It's weird to think about certain groups and kind of look out and pick and see maybe who's the top dog or the alphas, you know. I would say of the other crew, you know, the Woodies, I think Wood would be the leader of that crew. If you're just looking at, like, you know, subscriber counts, right? So I wonder, in these crews, is there a lot of jealousy that goes back and forth? I often wonder that. You know, sometimes they want you to believe that they're close-knit groups, but, you know, how often does one maybe compete with the other and they're like, you know, well, my Genesis clone video is going to be better than yours, Metal Jesus. And I haven't watched them. Like, I think I'd spend the time watching those because they're the same one. I'd flip a coin and watch one of them. You know, I'd flip a coin. That's with a lot of these Sega Genesis clone videos. You know, some are very informative, you know, but a lot of them, I mean, there's only so much you can really, there's so far you can only stretch that thong. It's only so far you can stretch it before it snaps, you know. And that's a good question. I wonder if, like, Metal Jesus and Hancock sat down and they talked about, you know, who's going to talk about what, or they just did their own stuff and uploaded them, even though they're very samey. As far as Patreon people being mad about it, well, you know, you gotta think about it. Patreon people tend to be the sheep. Okay, they tend to be the really big sheep. So these are people giving these people money each month. So they're probably just happy to get any kind of content. So I would say they would probably be more mad if each one of them did not do their separate, like, review, you know? Did Radical Reggie do one? Is he not important enough to get one of the free consoles?